Okay, so we have most people, when we walk into a room now after getting back from Hawaii, their response to us as we walk in is, so? Which I love. I love that that means that they're invested, that they're following along, that they are excited as well. And so I wanted to hop on here really quick. I was hoping to do something with Adam, but I just want to address this because we are getting the question a lot, and I want to not leave everyone hanging because I know everyone is just on our YouTube channel, hitting refresh, waiting. So we are deciding to push forward with Kauai in the timeline of August or September. That's kind of what we've been going towards, and just being there, guys, there was so many divine appointments that we made in Hawaii. So we literally had, when we left here to go over there, we had a meeting Friday morning and a meeting Friday night. That's all we had scheduled. And so we honestly thought, okay, we'll do that. And then we'll still get to kind of vacation and celebrate our anniversary, you know, all that. It ended up being so busy. So in the mornings there were just posturing our heart to, Lord, give us divine appointments, put us where we need to be, put the people in front of us that we need to talk with. And he did that. He did just that. We were able to have a meeting with a really amazing family that has lived over there for 2 years and really pick their brains. And then he toured us around kind of his area. We ran into his pastor of his church. And so we got like a 30-minute conversation there, which Adam had just been praying, Lord, can I be able to really talk and pick like a pastor's brain or someone's, like, just kind of get the status on the heartbeat of the church in Kauai. And so we got to do that. I mean, like, second morning there. And then like we'd run into people, well, we wouldn't run into them, but like at farmers markets are a really great place to get the heartbeat of the town that you're in. Because what was beautiful, so they had a couple farmers markets throughout the week, and that's where a lot of the locals seem to be getting produce, foods, you know, like the one on Saturday was a little bit busier with tourists, but yeah, we'd go to a booth and we would talk to let's rephrase that. Adam would talk to the booth owner, and I love how bold he is. I love how extroverted he is to my introvertedness. Every time, I mean, he would just let them know, like, yeah, we're over here because we're hoping to move here. And we got a realtor number off of that. You got a lot of, oh, we did that like 7 years ago. Oh, we did that like, you know, however many years ago. And it was just so great. And then we were able to meet with the other family Friday night, which was so amazing. They actually, we lived like a stone throws away from each other here in Indiana, never knew each other, and got connected. And they just moved over there 2 months ago. And so we were able to sit and just hear their story and share ours a little bit. And like they had a whole different conversation on like another part of the island. So we kind of got to hear different opinions about different parts, and just, it was like the Lord was giving us snapshots maybe. And so then we were invited to, so she's a teacher at a Christian academy in Kauai. And so we got to then go Monday and visit her school and walk around that as an option for our kids. And we got to visit their church and kind of get a whole nother view of another church in Kauai, and talk to the principal of the church or of the school, and possibly be able to utilize Adam's giftings there that would even maybe help with tuition if we chose that route. And 2 different times on Monday, Adam had conversations with men, and both of them said, I've been literally praying for someone with your skills the last couple days. And that's just, it just puts a smile on your face. He had another meeting, I don't even know if you'd say job interview, but like meeting with someone else that does what he does, that we kept getting the consensus from everyone of, you won't have a problem with finding work here. Like you have a good work ethic, and your skill and trade is much needed over here. And so one of the guys even said, like, you don't have to go home on Tuesday. Like, you could just stay here. I have work for you. And that was the thing that Adam was really wanting, was he really felt like he needed to figure out work. So there's not anything solidified in like a job offer or, signing on the line, but with his business ownership of what he and his dad own here and work here, it's something that could very much be translated over in Kauai and be a blessing and possibly be even more fruitful over there than even over here. So that's really exciting as well, to know that his giftings that the Lord's given him are something of much need over there. And like, he's such a hard worker. He's such a hard worker and willing to work. And so that was exciting. And I think that was for us a confirmation. And so then what we kept hearing was that we would, like, the next step you need to do is to figure out housing. And so because we're obviously not ready to up and move right now, we are going to start looking for places over there like a month or two-ish before. And when we find something, we are going to hop on it. And so there's still some details that we're figuring out. Obviously, we're less than a week out from coming back, but we are right now feeling excited and fired up and overwhelmed all at the same time. And like, Lord, and scared. Can we really do this? So I would say what we need from you guys is prayer for wisdom and discernment for job opportunities, even if it's just him just doing his own thing, that word would spread of his amazingness, that the Lord would provide a home that would fit in our budget, and that we could have pets. That's another thing, is that we kept being told, like, it's gonna narrow you from like 20-ish options to like 2. But we really do not feel like we can, with just the loss and grief in our family from the past, and especially Rosemary, who's our youngest puppy that we got. She's kind of a therapy dog for us, and that is not an option to leave her here, especially for one of the motivators for going, to really help heal and solidify and unify our family. Like, she's a huge part of just the therapy part of it. And so, yeah, we need to find a place that will allow dogs. And we get that that's going to be a struggle. Also, the fact of getting paperwork and shots and all that kind of stuff and verified so that they, like the whole quarantine process is going to be pricey and long. And so there's a couple things ahead of us that, oh my gosh, okay, we can do this. But our God is really big. He's really mighty. We have done much bigger things in life than this, and we can do it. But we're right now sitting down, last night we were talking about sitting down and making a list of just everything that we need to get done, kind of getting it on paper, and then even thinking, like, what are the things that we want to bring over and what are the things we're gonna sell? Because we're gonna sell a good amount. That was another thing coming back from Hawaii, and walking into our house, though I love it. Like, I love it. There's just so much stuff. And realizing the added stress that all the extra stuff does to me. And so I'm ready to just get rid of and purge. So I'm also really continuing to sell a lot on Marketplace. I think we're gonna do a big garage sale, probably a couple, especially for the dinky things, and just keep this going and rolling. We had a family meeting on Friday, and all the kids are excited. They're ready to go now. Our youngest was praying for a purple house. She is convinced we're gonna have a purple house. And it's just really fun to see the family come together and to be excited about this and be unified in this, because that was something like, if we are not all unified in this, then it's not happening right now, because there's been enough change and big disruption in their life that they haven't had a choice over. And so this, they're gonna have a choice. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I feel like that's just in a quick nutshell. Like, there's so many small little details that the Lord has done, that he has, the appointments he has made for us, the little touches, the little confirmations. And that does not mean that it is not scary. It does not mean that it is not sad. The thought of leaving some of my friends right now, I could just start crying, because the Lord has brought us such beautiful community here. But I'm also having to remember that those friendships and community will continue, and that we will be back one day. Yeah, so it's that exciting, scary, overwhelmed feeling, and also that, like, can we pull this off? Can we do this? Actually, no, we can't do this, but we can do this with the Lord. And he can do this. This is not a problem at all for him. He's like, watch me. So guys, let's sit back and watch him work, watch all the beautiful miracles, the daily, ordinary miracles that he is going to allow happen in this journey. And I just cannot wait to get our kids over there. Like, that was the one thing every time we were over in Hawaii, is like, we want our kids here. Like, we cannot wait for them to be here with us. And so I can't wait to share that part of our life with you guys as well when it happens. Okay, so if you guys want to stay up to date with our YouTube videos when we post, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the bell. The bell button will tell you and notify you whenever I post a new video, so you don't have to just keep refreshing on your page. So make sure you hit subscribe, you hit the bell for the notifications, and please share our story, because I think this is a really cool journey for people to follow along with, because you don't see it very often of the Lord places a dream in your heart, and then what do you do with it? Especially when you don't have the means, or it doesn't make sense on paper. What do you do when you dream big and then also have the Lord? So follow along, share. We so appreciate you guys.